It is Saturday. There's a chill in the air, and you're about 30 miles from home. North, in New Hampshire. You hear synchronized screaming in the distance, the sound of machinery. Smells fill the air, wood burning, oil bubbling, hot dogs, kettle corn. You are, of course, at Canobie Crater Park.
I told you, Bridget.
You did have a guess.
And it is Autumn Blast, meaning different toys, different games, and awesome food. And the day-long Autumn Blast Championship, a series of competitions in which teams enter, and the winning team gets an exciting once-a-year prize, because every year the prize is different. Folks in the chat, what have been past year's prize for the Autumn Blast Championship at Canobie Crater Park? I ask this because the four of you have obviously formed a team to, one, go and enjoy the park, but also, well, you want to win whatever prize is being offered. So yeah, based on whatever the chat says prizes prizes have been in the form of in the past, use that to inspire what the prize is this year.
While they come in, how did we get here?
That's an outstanding question. How did you get here?
I like that. I just saw in the chat the best paper airplane ever folded, which was one of the prizes, but also would have been a fun way to get here. But in fact, we took the Canobie Crater. It's like, you know, like one of those. There's basically like a railroad that goes. But it's out of service, and so it's got one of those
those little hand carts.
The hand carts.
Yeah, it leaves from North Station. It's a single dedicated line, and yeah, most of the time it's running an actual really beautiful ride up north. But the Canobie Crater Railroad is out of service. So yeah, they have replaced everything with those hand cars. So it's two of you on either side for 30 miles, just up and down, slowly move. And you see other people doing the same.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, and they've got the hand carts, it's pretty basic, but there is a popcorn machine on them. So it's not like there's not like sustenance or something.
Oh yeah, the calorie in and the calorie out is roughly the same on this ride.
Yeah, it's something, it's a classic teenager activity. Like you think about those classic things teens do. They go to the drive-in or they take each other mini golfing, but around homecoming time, you see all the teens in the town, pumping on the hand cart.
Zlobs going up is one handing it while like drinking like a Slurpee.
Morgan you tried to use an electric current, not counting on the fact that the entire thing is metal.
2d6 plus weird, please. -1.
Oh no. All right, fine. That is an 8.
Okay. No one gets badly hurt. But you were going to meet Salamander Scoot and Nicole Orby up here. Yeah, their hand cart exploded.
Oh no.
So they won't be able to make the contest or the start of the contest, so they're going to one of them is going to call their parents, who will then have to get them somewhere in like Saugus and then drive them the rest of the way. So they're excited. They're excited to get there.
And it also charred all the popcorn to a crisp, and only Zlobs likes it that way.
I mean, the amount
I
of
think
butter that he
it
puts on it.
enhances the flavor.
Yeah, it's called carbon style popcorn, which no one loves but Zlobs. So previous year's prizes for the Autumn Blast, and this is the first year you're all doing it because it really is one of those things that's kind of reserved for like teenagers into young adults. But yeah, previous prizes, and a prize that happens every few years is water that originally filled the crater. They have it in these like sealed vials, and sometimes those are the prizes. A real big one from a few years ago was an uncut diamond that they found in the crater. There have been dinosaur building kits, and last year's prize, which actually garnered more media attention than the uncut diamond, was the absolutely perfect paper airplane. Apparently whichever team won last year enthusiastically threw it, and it has yet to land. Yeah, it's just up there. It's just up there somewhere.
I hope it runs into Mike Bloodcloud.
Oh, fan favorite,
yeah.
Mike Bloodcloud.
You got it.
I've heard rumors about what happened to the person who drank the crater water.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
Was that
say
a
they
secret?
haven't been dehydrated since.
Whoa. I hear they found internal peace.
Whoa. What do you even do after that?
Some say if you look at them just right in the sun, they sparkle like the surface of the water in summertime. But somebody else told me they died, so I'm not sure what the truth is.
Yeah. So given that, what is this year's prize?
Well, it is something that was found in the crater.
Okay, so it was found in the crater.
Mhm.
Space junk.
Mhm.
Space junk.
But like good space junk.
Yeah. And
Um,
unidentified.
Yeah.
currently unidentified space junk.
Mhm.
Yeah, CUSJ.
What?
Cusjet.
Husband.
Yeah.
Cuz Jay.
Cusjet.
Currently unidentified space junk. That's the technical acronym for it.
I'm gonna keep forgetting. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so the crater the crater has been around for a while. There used to be a couple of lakes here, but in the past but not the distant past, there was a massive meteor strike. And obviously the decision was made to build an amusement park there. So like every year, it's obviously a very popular amusement park. And so the frequent construction often unearths things like underwater aquifers, or in this case, some space junk. And so when you all get in, the four of you register as a team, and you're handed this, this like card stock, like guide to the day that has, the map on one side. And you've been to Canobie Crater Park before, and like it has the map, and it's like there's the rides and all the stuff. But then the back of the map has this legend that shows, where all the different kind of competitions are and how to earn points and things like that. And the prize, it says at the bottom, is space junk, and the picture of it is this weird. It's almost like this kind of like white, kind of rounded off edges, padded box. And you don't think that's the space junk itself. You think that's some kind of hermetically sealed box that whoever found the space junk put it in, which leads you all to believe that the space junk is either dangerous, magical, alien in nature, or some combination of all three, which means you all want it.
Oh yeah.
Really bad.
Yeah,
we
and-
want it really bad.
And Morgan, I also want something that's inside of it, but I also want a box. It's a pretty good box.
Yeah, and it's hermetically sealable. I mean, that's valuable.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can put like stinky things in there, and you can't smell them. And
Yeah,
stop complaining
that's-
about that Zlob smell.
That's one example.
It could
or
be
you could wash your feet.
I think one is harder than the other. I think we have a better chance of winning.
It could well be the only hamper that could successfully and thoroughly lock away like post-mission Under Armour Zlobs clothes. So
Zlobs,
Mhm.
the Somerville Harvest Dance is coming up.
Yeah.
Well, what if I
don't.
what if you wanted to, I don't know, ask what if you wanted to ask somebody to dance with you or something?
They're not going to check my dirty clothes piles. I
No,
don't
but
smell right now.
Are you worried they're going to smell your socks from the vicinity?
Mathers. That's why we're getting the hermetically sealed box.
All right.
No, so all Zlobs related problems.
Never mind. Never mind all that, everybody. We'll just win the box. No problem.
Mindy, you sound mad.
I'm not mad. I've been asking you to wash your feet for years, Zlobs, and you've never considered it.
It's not like I've never washed my feet. I shower. I clean. I also am a stinky boy. I will go on record saying I'm not the stinkiest boy, but I will admit that the Zlobs funk does stick around, and that's just it's an inherited thing.
Will you go on record saying who the stinkiest is?
I don't know. I haven't done science in a while.
we had science class yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
I'll get under my reporting and see if I can find out who the stinkiest boy is.
Okay, great. Hey Morgan, can you add that to the to the cardstock Woodstock, that side mission? Find
Side
stinkiest
mission.
person.
We just got here. I can't believe we've already gotten off track. I'm taking responsibility for this. That was my fault. I'm sorry about the tangent.
Why are you surprised? This happens constantly.
I don't know.
So let's get a sense of who, if there's anyone you might know here. So if anyone is actually curious as to who the other competitors are, tell me your approach to learning who they are, and then I'll tell you what the role is.
Oh, we're interested.
Yeah. I feel like I'm just gonna know them, like if I see them.
Without a doubt. But Canobie Crater Park is a big place.
For efficiency, why don't I infiltrate the mind of the worker at the help desk?
Entirely fair.
We'll just see who's checked in and received their materials so far.
Absolutely. 2d6 plus weird, please.
12.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So there are a number of folks from Somerville High here. Many of them you don't know. One group you know for sure is that several John Smiths are here on one team. In fact, two teams. There are two teams of John Smiths. Andrew Ababio and Rifle Valentine are a two-person team.
Oh. Darby. We have to add this to our board.
Oh, okay.
What kind of board are you keeping?
It's just
Zlobs vault. Don't infiltrate.
Zlobs vault.
Yeah.
What?
Sorry.
That's not fair.
It's a
that's
night
why,
owl
baby.
thing.
Yeah.
Zlobs vault. I want to be part of it.
Yeah. You fall asleep at like 9:30.
I know. All right, fine.
I wonder where Plausible Hamilton is.
Yeah, you don't know. You don't think they're here.
Aren't they usually with Andrew Ababio?
Yeah, usually.
Hmm.
It's just Andrew and Rifle today.
Darby. Write that down. Write that down. Write that down.
Write what down?
Zlobs. I'll write it on my hand.
Okay.
I really don't like not knowing something about Zlobs. The last time that happened, it nearly killed me in more ways than one.
It's not that important.
Mm-mm. It's very trifle. More like Trifle Valentine.
And with a 12, there is another team here that like you are literally looking through the front desk check-in person, like the ticket taker's eyes, and making them essentially just scroll through a big kind of database of check-ins. You come across 4 names that's clearly a team, but the more you try to focus on those 4 names, the blurrier they get, and the more apparent it is that the ticket taker is in increasing physical pain.
What? From
you jerk? Why would you do that?
But you got a 12,
not
so
me.
you're pretty sure you know why this is. Whoever checked in, whatever group, whatever other team has checked in, wanted to make sure that you specifically or anyone else that could scry did not know they checked in.
Why are you mad, Mather? Or why do you seem confused, Mathers?
Somebody is torturing the help desk attendant just so I don't find out that they're in the competition.
Oh.
Who would do that? I don't like that at all.
Hey, a lot of people, could do that.
Yeah, but who would? Maybe I wish we could just ask for the sign-in sheet.
Hey, can we have the sign-in sheet?
Morgan. 2d6 plus charm. This is going to be a manipulate someone roll. I'm going to give you a -1 because it is literally their job not to give this out.
What if I this is Blittle League business.
Morgan, we're 14.
This is Little League business.
I'm not buying.
Still a -1.
Embarrassing. Oh, I thought it was going to be a -2 after that.
Well, it's still a 10, so
All right. Good gravy. Yeah, they print it out.
We've got high rolls when it counts.
Yeah, I imagine it's on the same nice card stock too.
yeah.
I'm sorry. Could you laminate this, please?
They laminate it. You can write all over it with dry erase markers. So Morgan, you looking at this, there is definitely, you could tell there is a magical effect even on this. I will let you take 1 harm to kind of magically power through it and see the 4 obscured names.
I read the name Rifle Valentine, and I just stop there and throw the papers down.
Yeah, you throw it.
Yeah,
Are we on
no way
there?
to tell.
Are we on there? Are we on there?
Yeah, we're on there, Zlobs.
Okay.
Well, who else is on
pick it
there?
up.
I mean, we'll find out once we beat them. Or when they try to stop us.
I'll let anyone that wants to see the 4 obscured or redacted names do it by taking one harm.
What 1 harm per each of them? Nope. Here you go, Morgan. Hang on to this.
Okay.
1 harm per each of the names?
No, just 1 harm to look at all of it.
Oh, Zlobs.
What? Is my name on there?
No,
No,
but
absolutely not.
Why don't you? Why?
Because it's funny when Zlobs gets hurt.
I've never seen you throw a fit about getting hurt, Zlobs.
We need to go win this competition.
Fine. All right. Let's refocus. There are 4 people here who don't want us to know. Let's just do our best and try and stay out of their way, I guess.
Got it. So there is there's this big leaderboard up. So Canobie Crater Park is big, And there are roller coasters, a wooden roller coaster, there's a metal roller coaster, there's an anti-gravity roller coaster, and there are all these kind of cool midway games and stuff to eat and things to do. So all of that is the same, but it's been kind of autumned up a little bit. So there have been these kind of big, these like big kind of autumn colored tree decorations that have been placed everywhere. And above them, there's like a kind of big cluster of them, like a little forest. And above them is this big kind of ticker style leaderboard. The names, like the names aren't, populated in, but everyone has, it's like team 1, team 2, team 3, team 4.
Oh, they don't have our nicknames on there? Our team nicknames?
Do you have a team nickname?
We sure do.
And what is it?
We each came up with one word of the name.
The
dynamic.
The dynamic dastardly.
The dynamic dastardly dynamos.
Perfect.
DDD.
Got it.
It was originally just the dynamic dynamos, but we thought it wasn't dynamic enough.
Yeah.
As we approach our teenage years, we're becoming more nuanced and dynamic.
Yeah. The triple Ds.
Yeah, 3D.
Yeah, 3D.
3D.
And then when we win, we look at people and we say, "You just saw in 3D."
And I throw popcorn at them.
Burnt popcorn, carbon popcorn.
Oh, I know. I call it corn.
So the John Smiths, you're able to speculate, are Medford Team 1 and Medford Team A.
Yeah. Right.
Andrew Ababio and Rifle Valentine. These somewhat less creative All-Stars.
Right.
And then a bunch of other teams. So the sense you get is there are really kind of 3 big events that are going to happen. One of them is a scavenger hunt. One of them is essentially riding as many rides as you can as a team. Like everyone on your team has to go through the rides together, which is, you think, Canobie Crater's way of like preventing the teams from getting too big. And then the last thing is a laser tag free for all.
Oh yeah.
And that kind of happens at the end of the game, at the end of the day. The scavenger hunt, riding as many rides as possible, and then later tag. There's also like other smaller things, like that kind of piece of card stock you have is also like, it's full of like, be sure to take a selfie in front of this thing and do that thing over there. So that's kind of the story. We'll save the laser tag for the end. But what do you want to do first? The scavenger hunt or riding as many rides as possible? What should we tackle?
Well, here is how we get a leg up on the competition is we take the park map and we map out all of the rides that we are planning on hitting. And the park is in a circle around the crater.
Mm-hmm.
And we mark off what we believe to be the location of the scavenger hunt items as best as we can remember or reason. And then we hit them both alternating in the order that makes the most sense for us to do one complete circle. It's extremely time efficient to just take a little bit of planning up top.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. This definitely seems to be a I would call this act under pressure. No, you know what? I think a case could be made for Sharp. This is like thorough planning. So let's go Mindy 2d6 plus sharp, and tell me what you got.
Sure thing. Thorough planning. Ooh. That's a bad roll. That's going to be a 7 total.
Ooh.
7 total. Okay. So the rides, you had every intention of kind of jumping out to a lead here and like hitting as many rides as logical order as possible.
I'm sorry. I think we're getting raided right now. There's lots of badgers. Hey, everyone. Quick reset. Hey, Doji Badger, your host here. Thank you for the raid. Oh, my goodness. I assume this is DC1. Thank you. We're in the middle of episode 100 of our TTRPG live play. We're playing a bunch of 14-year-olds with superpowers. We're currently on a scavenger hunt in a Canobie Lake Park, Canobie Crater Park in northern Massachusetts, southern New Hampshire. Vibes are welcome. Thank you for being here. All right.
I'm pretty sure the Badgers are one of the other teams, by the way.
Yeah, there's just a team called the Badgers.
The Badgers are here.
Yeah, Badgers are here to mess up your bass ball. The Badgers are here to mess up your bass ball.
Mhm.
Oh, or baseball. Baseball? Probably
And
baseball.
there are so many of them. So let's catch everyone that just showed up. Let's catch everyone that just showed up on the story here. So these four teenagers, these four magically and psychically inclined teenagers, have driven, or rather taken a railroad car from the Boston area to Canobie Crater Park to compete in a once-a-year competition called the Autumn Blast, which is a mix of like a scavenger hunt / laser tag tournament / fun day outside. And the winner will get a crate of unidentified space junk. So a bunch of other teenagers and young adults are there, some of whom these players know, some of whom these players don't. So this thing really just started, and the first step was to ride as many rides as possible. Now, Mindy, your approach, kind of the Dynamic Dastardly Dynamos approach, that's the name of your team, of course, was to just approach this thing very, very methodically, grab some of the smaller scavenger hunt items along the way, and hit every ride.
Yeah, and things have been a little chaotic. Should I re-roll? I don't even remember what I got.
No, I remember just fine. And you expected after the first couple of hours to look up at that kind of ticking scoreboard and see, the Dynamic Dastardly Dynamos to have a commanding lead. You are in the bottom third right now, which is surprising. Not dead last.
Mediocrity is worse than being last.
Oh,
yeah,
we really don't like being bottom third.
No, it's a problem. And so, and you're looking around to kind of figure out why are we not absolutely dominating here? For one, you're about neck and neck with this team, the Badgers, who you think they're not from here, but they've shown up with like 30 people, and there's a lot of synchronized chanting. And the issue is they're just kind of not bullying people out of the way, but the sheer, gravity mass of all of them means they just kind of roll up into a ride, send everybody through, and and all the other teams have to wait. So the Badgers are kind of doing it with pure numbers.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
About how we can still get on the rides, because even if all of the Badgers are on there, if we can even get like one seat, then I can basically act as a seatbelt for everybody else.
What?
Because I can fly. So basically, if we just can get like the 3 of you into like 1 or 2 seats, and then I just kind of am in front of you, we don't really need 4 seats for all of us. Mm-hmm. Because if something happens, I can just bail and then save us all.
And if something else bad happens, I'll be fine.
I am pretty certain this is against park safety regulations.
It absolutely is.
Hey, look! I pick up the card from Morgan. Look at the fine print. Do what it takes.
Do it.
That's the rule. It says the final rule is just do what it takes.
There's half a page of rules and then a final rule.
Okay, right. I'm gonna take an extra Dramamine.
Yep. Darby, I'm going to say this is an act under pressure roll. 2d6 plus cool. Oh, actually, there's one other mechanic I should let you all know.
Oh, now you let us know.
Yeah, I forgot. So, because this is an amusement park full of super-powered teenagers, there is a chance that the competition gets so hectic and chaotic that they shut it all down and evacuate the park.
Oh.
So any failure, any pure failure you get is a strike. 3 strikes, we're done. Competition's over. On a partial success, every so often there will be an option for a strike. So you might get you might have to choose between 2 things and one of them is a strike. So the idea of having an angel just kind of hold on tight definitely runs some risks here. So this is going to be act under pressure, 2d6 plus cool, and tell me what you get.
Uh-oh.
We were rolling so well for the dumb things we were doing up top.
Those are things important. Those are important. Ugh.
Strike 1.
Okay.
Oh.
What
Our
happens?
quickest episode.
So there's a roller coaster here.
You know, like a roller coaster tycoon, when you take away the track.
Oh.
So the anti-gravity ride here is called the Coriolis, and it's this like crazy multi-loop self-accelerating roller coaster that kind of it was made by a bunch of incredibly enthusiastic Australian magicians. And they kind of threw physics to the wind and built this thing out of pure magic. And you're like, gravity's barely working on this thing. This is the perfect ride to just kind of get us all in there and, 2 seats for 4 people or whatever. And oh God, this is so much harder than you thought. There are a bunch of people from the Badgers just like chanting. There's some John Smiths on there. There's a lot going on. And this thing, there's centripetal force, centrifugal force, but somehow at the same time, people are getting sick. And at one point, Darby, you just you have to let go. You're kind of like holding everyone in place. You let go. Instinctually, you grab Mindy as you let go. Zlobs, you just go like sailing into a metal pylon, and it sounds like someone banging a gong.
Does Zlobs protect me?
Yeah. No one's gonna take harm, but you do take strike 1 on this.
Okay.
So yeah, a combination of all of you kind of bailing out of this at the same time.
It's like a Looney Tunes where like you wouldn't pull, like both arms and legs are like beyond it.
Yeah, exactly.
If anyone recreates this on Roller Coaster Tycoon, go ahead and throw that clip our way.
Yeah, put it in the Discord.
Yeah.
The
instant
replay. You are all, like landing in electric fields or like slowly gliding to the earth on brass wings or just like whamming full strength into a load-bearing column. But you all kind of hit the ground. And then an incredibly cheerful voice pops up over the loudspeakers in the park. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Canobie Crater Park's Autumn Blast. Seems to us that the competition today for the championship and the space junk is going very well. Just want to remind everyone that there are safety rules for a reason when it comes to roller coasters. Do not put more people on a roller coaster than the total number of seats. Given how loose and fun we play with physics up in New Hampshire, we do not want anyone getting hurt. And then you hear a loud gong, like almost like a funeral bell gong. Like,
I wonder who they're talking to.
Our first strike.
I have an idea.
Yes.
Morgan has an idea.
Okay.
Zlobs.
Yeah.
Take off your shoes.
Now?
Yeah, take them off and socks.
Okay. I take off. Last time I lost my shoes for like a whole 3 episodes.
Zlobs, that's not what this is about. Zlobs,
Okay,
take off your shoes and
I
socks.
take off my shoes.
All right. My hope is that the putrid smell of foot
They
stink.
don't smell that bad. I didn't do anything in them.
Well, it's
Do you-
up to you, Zlobs.
Hold on. Do you want
if
stinky
your-
stuff?
If your feet are super stinky, Morgan can make this roll. If your feet are not super stinky, Morgan's getting a -2 to this roll.
Well, okay, so I call Scope. my car's AI.
Hi, Zlobs.
Hey Scope, how you doing today? Today's a wonderful day.
It's as if there's a drum beat in the distance that never stops, and every beat is a day that ticks by. How can I help?
Sounds great. I need you to pull Crest around. I need the contents of the trunk.
Okay. Nice to have something to do. I'll be in parking lot C.
No, I need you here.
Zlobs.
All right. This is gonna be.
Gonna Darby go get it real quick.
Oh,
It's
I'm
gonna
done.
be.
I can just go fly out.
No.
Zlobs, I don't want to make Scope even more upset by retracting a task.
Wait, Scope's upset?
Zlobs, I think maybe
We'll
you
talk
should
about it
talk
later.
to Scope.
This
Scope
is going
seems to be
to
having
be
a hard
the
time.
good news, an act under pressure roll.
Oh,
great.
thank goodness.
The bad news is a park full of people, so it's going to be a -1, but it's still act under pressure.
That's fine. Uh-oh. 9.
Oh, okay.
All right. So your car driving AI pulls up, and yeah, trunk pops open, backseat pops open.
I also step back. It's bad. That's where I keep the bad stuff.
Yeah. So you kind of take it all out. Because it's a partial success, you're gonna have to choose between a couple of consequences.
Mhm.
Morgan's gonna be able to make this roll. Of note, this is gonna be for at this point, this will be for the scavenger hunt, I think. Like, because at this point you've ridden a bunch of the rides. The roll for the ride's already been made. So this is like, okay, we're gonna create like a force field of stink to keep people away from where we think scavenger hunt items are. So you could do that. The consequence is this for a partial success. One, it's going to be another strike because a car just like crashed through a wall. Or two, whatever team that did not want you to be aware of them is now aware of you.
Whoa.
Oh. Oh yeah, they're now aware of us.
Were they not before? Or they just knew somebody was peeking in?
I'll put it to you this way, because now, like, Mindy, you're essentially, as this is all going on, you're engaged in this weird game of like psychic versus magic, cat and mouse. And you're pretty sure you're dealing with some kind of group that is dealing with that's using magic here. And so you're pretty sure like they were aware of you, but now it's like, oh, they're here. But now they know that you're taking this seriously.
Mhm.
And so you are like, instead of them kind of passively working to win, they're going to also try to actively sabotage you.
Who do we know that would sabotage us?
A lot of people. We have a lot of enemies.
Oh,
That's true.
well, I guess I'm thinking of a few now.
So sure enough, you have Morgan, just a pile of just disrespectfully stinky clothing and equipment and stuff like that. So you want to use it do you want to like adorn yourselves in it to create a stink bubble around yourself? Do you want to use it to like block off areas of the park? How do you want to do it?
Yeah, I want to sort of drop them in various strategic locations so that people avoid larger sections of the park.
Fair enough. So
by doing like a stinky magic ritual.
No, just toss them in there.
Oh,
yeah. So this is less magic and really more logistics. So I'm gonna say this is gonna be a 2d6 plus sharp, and tell me what you get.
All right. 6.
No. Oh no.
It's because I haven't said a swear word yet.
Oh.
It's bad vibes.
Boom, boom, boom.
Uh-oh.
Hello, everyone. We hope that you are enjoying Canobie Crater Park's Autumn Blast. This year's is as exciting as all previous years. Just a reminder to everyone, biohazardous material is not allowed inside the crater or around the outskirts. We have plenty of people here of all various levels of lung health. And while you may think it's okay to breathe it in, other people will not. So please, if you've brought in biohazardous material, remove it immediately. And have fun out there.
I wonder who they're talking to.
Bong.
I should have known. They put this rule into action after the Geneva Convention a few years ago.
Oh.
This girl named Geneva threw up in one of the lines on purpose. And they had to hold a meeting and talk about new rules.
Oh, she's a legend.
Yeah.
She was so committed.
God
She
bless
brought two milk jugs full of borscht. It was just like, I gotta do what I gotta do. And then they had a meeting.
As they should have. I hear she recently got into finance.
Oh, good for
Yeah,
her.
that's
Happy
where,
ending.
that's where
Geneva.
folks like that go. Yeah. So the scavenger hunt kind of works itself out. You find a couple of things. It's a lot of the things you find are very small metal models of some of the rides, some of the attractions, but the big thing to find is a I have it written down.
Oh, well, must be important.
This tiny little model train that's made of gold. So it's a really small
Oh.
golden train. So you end up getting a bunch of kind of like silver and bronze things. But because you end up having to clean up a lot of the stinky clothes you've dropped everywhere, other teams kind of compete and one team finds the golden model train.
Okay, triple D's, huddle up.
No, yeah.
What is it, Zlobs?
I was wondering, is there like an anti-prize for last?
No, don't talk like that.
I'm just saying, we got to prepare. Like,
Listen, there's only one way we pull ahead, and it's the thing we do best. Laser tag. Focus up. Zlobs, you're a strategy man.
I already have a map of the park all laid out with all the strategic points. That's what I put on the laminated sheet.
Okay, dynamic dastardly dynamos. No D gets left behind.
No D gets left behind.
No D gets left behind.
No D gets left behind. No D
gets left behind.
No D gets left behind.
No D.
The team that has jumped into the lead, apparently they grabbed the golden train, is a team called the 107s. And they've taken something close to a commanding lead.
Numbers.
I like 'em.
Wait.
What?
Oh my gosh. I need to do some research. Somebody give me a cell phone.
Here.
I think I know who's here.
Who it is? Who? What? Who?
Wait, never mind.
Oh.
My theory was not supported. I'll keep thinking on it. I'll come up with a new theory. I hand Morgan her phone back.
Oh, thank you.
So you're now kind of firmly in the bottom third, like not dead last. There are a couple of teams that have kind of quit mid through, and some teams just like had fun and did a few things, and now they're just riding rides and having a blast, and they're still on the leaderboard, so you're above them. But in terms of the teams that are kind of actively competing, you're kind of in last place. So you're going to try to kind of make back some points in the in some of kind of the ancillary things while you're waiting for laser tag to start, because that's where it all kind of is going to come together. But a combination of ancillary activities are going to happen before then. Dance contests, eating contests, costume contests, all kinds of things. So I want just one roll for this. Just someone kind of say your approach to generally how do you want to do it, through teamwork, through chicanery, through strategy. One of you just like propose an approach to all of these things, and then I'll tell you what to roll.
It's teamwork. It's by supporting each other.
Oh.
By being, every time one of us is taking the lead on one of these contests or tasks, the rest of us are just going to be behind them 100%, cheering them on until they go past the max and take the lead.
Oh,
that's really sweet.
Love it.
Oh.
So here's what I want is I want everyone to roll, because you're all going to do this in your own way. And it's going to be a bit of a montage. So I want everyone to roll 2d6 plus 1 and tell me each what you get. And based on the full successes and partial successes, I will reveal certain things. Failures here do not mean strikes, by the way. This is
thank
just
goodness. Yeah. With our track record.
Mm-hmm.
9.
9.
9.
9. Morgan?
6.
Got it.
I don't add anything to it.
Plus 1.
Oh, perfect. 3.
Ah. Okay.
You crit failed?
Ones.
No.
Maybe we should have gone with chicanery.
I'm switching dice.
All right. Two partial successes here. All right.
You gave us more dice rolls, John. The dice want.
I did.
Maybe we should switch tactics.
Yeah, let's do something else.
So, what follows is a montage of activity. There are like these giant like whipped cream pies that you all have to eat, and there's like a kind of building a human pyramid, the tallest, and a rapid costume contest and stuff. And so a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of cheering. But ultimately, everyone else is kind of using their own special skills. So with 2 partial successes, I will let you... okay, I'll give you 3 options that are all pretty good, and you'll choose 2 of them, 1 for each partial success.
More than fair.
Yeah.
Very generous.
You identify some allies that can help you in laser tag.
Mm-hmm.
You identify one of the members of the 107s.
Oh.
Or you'll be able to use a cool roll instead of a tough roll in laser tag.
Oh.
I think some allies would be helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and being
Maybe
able to
Andrew and Rifle. They're just a group of 2. They could.
No.
What's wrong, Morgan? They're only a group of 2, and we were supposed to.
They had a thing.
What?
Zlobs.
Oh, wait, oh, whoops.
What kind of thing?
I can't.
Morgan?
It's not relevant right now.
Morgan, do you want to talk about it? Do you want to talk about with all
We
of
have a
us right now?
competition to run.
Do you want to talk about it while we're okay? Anyways, I guess not them.
Badgers. Numbers. We need numbers.
Was Scoot able to make
I will worry about the allies specifically.
So it's either cool. Well, clarification. In laser tag, do we get the choice then between tough and cool? Or
Each of you will have a choice between tough
Okay.
and cool. Yep.
Okay.
I feel like that only benefits me very marginally.
Again, these are two partial successes here.
You know what?
Yeah, you get a little something.
John, I'm not complaining. I'm stating a fact. And I appreciate. This is nice. This is very generous of you. Thank you, Game Master. I'm having a great time. This is very fair. The dice will what the dice do.
Okay, so allies are going to show up during laser tag, and we get to choose between cool and tough on our roll.
Yep. So again,
Right.
the three options, and you're choosing two. Allies in laser tag, your choice of tough or cool in laser tag, or you identify one of the members of the leading team.
If we have them identified, we could try to get them out first.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's take the human factor, or the team factor. Allies for one of them, and then know somebody in the 107.
The problem.
Oh, I could mentally torment them.
Yeah. What? Yeah. What? Yeah.
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 So
and tactics only work so much in like laser tags because it's not like ballistics. That's like real tactics. Laser tag's just fun.
Well, mentally tormenting works for everything.
Sure
It tends to. So the montage of all of these other activities are going on, and again, there's an eating contest and dancing contest and all this stuff. A team that they were kind of hovering just around you on the leaderboard, but you weren't really paying attention because you were just kind of looking at the top and trying to find out how to get there, was a team called Infernally Fun. And it is, in point of fact, two of your beloved former teammates and current friends, Marcus Snaggins and Horns Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the two of them have been having a blast. It's one of those things where they are simultaneously competitive, but also kind of reading the room and being like, we are like maybe 2 years before we kind of peak at this. So they're just there. They're scouting. They're taking notes. They're having fun. Horns has eaten a truly breathtaking number of pies. Marcus has ridden somehow every ride twice. So it's really exciting. And the two of you end up, the two teams kind of commiserate and say like, hey, let's work together here. Team of 6. This is like a squad now. And Horns and Marcus sign on with more than just a little enthusiasm. They're happy to be hanging out with their older friends once more. So you're all kind of going into laser tag with some kind of elite backup with you. As you are, as you're getting closer to laser tag, the ideas of, the ideas around like who are the 107s is kind of bothering you, because over the course of the afternoon, like Mindy and Morgan, your detective work kind of revealed like whoever the 107s are the ones that are obscuring their names. Like you're able to kind of cross-reference everybody to everybody except for them. So now you're on the hunt for them. Morgan, do you want to, I'll give you a choice. Do you want to be the one that kind of finds who who's on the 107s, or do you want to run into Andrew and Rifle for any reason?
I'll run into Andrew and Rifle.
Gotcha. So let's do that. Like everyone, because there was some kind of like build the tallest human or sentient structure, like to earn points. And so everyone's kind of like exhausted and dealing with various sprains and contusions. And yeah, Andrew Ababio and Rifle Valentine are both like sitting on like barrels in like a Western themed area. Rifle is kind of wrapping up her whole arm. Andrew has like an ice pack on the side of his head. The two of them are kind of talking and laughing. Rifle looks up.
Valentine.
Morgan.
Yeah. So it's good to see you. You're looking great.
Likewise.
Yeah, you're looking like you've moved on pretty well or whatever.
Darby, write this down.
Rifle kind of sits and is about to look at Andrew and then stops herself. Well, I'm just out here having a fun time, keeping my mind on fun stuff.
Clearly, doing amazing. Just you seem so happy.
Well, I suppose happy is a strong word, but I'm having a good day.
So you're sad then?
Are you sad?
No, I'm doing great. I'm amazing. I'm so happy. You have no idea, Valentine, how happy I'm doing.
Are we both having a great day?
We're having a great time.
We are having a great time as well.
Things are great and normal. All right. Good luck.
Did you check your mail the other day? Did you see something in your mailbox at your house?
No.
Okay. I'm going to get back to preparing for laser tag.
Okay.
But it was really good seeing you because we're just two people having a good day, right?
We're having a great
great day.
Okay.
This is a good day.
Hey, Valentine.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck. And
wow. Oh, Morgan, you need some ice or something? What?
You're covered in sweat.
That?
Morgan, no offense, but that was a real hand car accident. What the heck happened?
I hand Morgan some cotton candy.
You're so charming.
Yeah, you just fell apart out there, kid.
I've never seen you like that before.
Hey, how about you guys be a little less focused on my personal life and a little bit more focused on this competition? Whew.
Wow.
Yeah. So you all of you, maybe three of the four of you, kind of look at Rifle and Andrew, and the two of them, Andrew's kind of one. There's a lot of I'm about to say something, and Rifle's like, no, you don't. No. So there's
I know what will make Morgan feel better. I'll read Rifle's mind.
No, Mathers, do not read. Do not
see what's going on in their minds.
Yeah, what's going on with them? Clearly,
Mathers,
they're not doing a good job communicating.
No,
so
you're Mathers.
Quick look. Quick.
2d6 plus weird.
To help.
It's in.
Oh no.
6.
No.
No.
That's statistically so improbable.
Water tonight.
Mindy.
Kayleigh.
Okay.
Is that a strike?
No, that's not a strike. This is
Right.
personal life. We've
It's a
established this has
personal
nothing to do with
thing.
the
This is
competition.
personal life. All right. So here's how it's going to work. You peer into Rifle's mind, and
Oh no.
they're having a bit of a tough go.
Oh shoot.
So here's what it is. What you learn is a bad secret. Morgan, you're in charge of saying what that bad secret is.
We hung out a lot outside of this group, and then I finally asked them out, and they turned me down recently.
Like recently.
Yeah.
It was an undefined fun thing, and then it became like an overthought thing, and then it became overt, and then there was a no.
Oh, Morgan.
Don't say it like that.
I'm not saying it like anything. I just said your name.
Mathers. Zlobs, Darby, can we go back to the competition?
Not the same. We can go back, but it won't be the same.
Do you want me to look further into their mind
Mathers.
and just try and figure out what
I'm gonna
was
have to
going
call
on?
in. I'm gonna have to call in friend favor here. No.
Morgan, I for one think
I
you have
hear you.
nothing to
I
be
hear you.
embarrassed about, except for that exchange there.
Oh,
but
sorry.
Yeah.
with the rejection.
No, Morgan, really. There's
But, like,
I mean,
no,
who are
it's
we
not
to
a-
talk? Please.
Yeah, hold on.
Look at me.
I
Look at what
can
I've
ask them.
done. Look
I can
at
ask them
Zlobs.
why.
Yeah.
Smell him.
Zlobs, dude.
You're not the embarrassing one.
What? How
What?
dare you?
What? I was talking about myself, all the embarrassing things I've done in the past.
What have you done embarrassing, Mathers?
Oh, like all the, remember the time? Remember the time you called Susie Chen and I screamed into the phone and then threw it across the room?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We've
know
all
what?
done embarrassing stuff, is the point.
I can do something else embarrassing if you want.
That would make me feel a little better.
Okay.
Maybe Darby should as well.
I go up to Rifle. Hey, Rifle, why'd you say no to Morgan?
No. I just take off running.
Zlobs, that's the worst thing. That is the most impulsive thing you've done in a long time.
What? I was helping.
This is the most danger you've put Morgan in since you almost killed her on that plane.
Oh, yeah, I should apologize.
No, you don't need to apologize about that.
Rifle.
This is getting away from us.
You ask Rifle. Rifle looks at you.
That's what happens when 2 happens.
Yeah. Rifle looks at you. And they're about to say something when Rifle looks, Zlobs, over your shoulder at someone and starts waving and then kind of looking at you and being like, should I be waving? Mindy, you turn around and you see Fox Amberflaw kind of twiddling that golden model train through their fingers, looking at all of you, and then after doing some calculations in their head, kind of like hiding in a shrub.
Wait.
Are we getting one up by the shadows?
Are the shadows are winning?
They would win this.
Oh,
But they're more than half a year younger than us.
That's true.
and they're
But they can be kind of
a
ruthless.
hot mess.
That is also very true.
Are some of them evil now, or
I think they've always been evil.
Yeah.
they always seemed a little bit more just kind of morally ambiguous to me?
They do what you have to do, which is what Canobie Creator says to do.
Mm-hmm.
But don't get strikes.
And someone just tell Stanley that he needs to get rid of that mustache.
So, yeah, all of you are just instantly like, I just saw Fox. And all of you are like, the shadows. Yeah. And so, and yeah, so you're all kind of building a sufficient amount of rage
That's a team.
against as a team against the shadows as the announcement for laser tag starts.
Oh, can I psychically torment?
Do you want to psychically torment Fox Amberflaw? Or do you want to psychically torment like the shadows?
Or the announcer.
I can psychically torment all of them.
If you want to,
It's-
yeah.
Torment
Mathers.
Mindy.
Mindy,
What?
what is happening?
What? Isn't it
competition
better
is-
to have some sunflowers win than no sunflowers win?
You think?
Yes.
I thought we were in this to win this. I
The
thought we were
shadows
doing
would
whatever
let
it
us keep the
takes.
space gunk. Junk.
Oh, I hope it's gunk.
Mathers, I would rather win this fair and square than resort to, I don't know, mental torture.
Hey, it's not torture, it's torment. Okay, and I actually appreciate that distinction. And second of all, I don't think there's anything in the rules against psychic torment. So
It's about my rules, Mathers. I'd be the first person in the world to want to torment Fox. I can't stand them, but
just think, what happens if that dangerous, alien-made, possibly magic, unidentified space junk ends up in the wrong hands? Think about what Fox has done. Think about what they could do with the unidentifiable space junk.
then we'll stop them then.
Everybody else
Woo
gets to
them.
use their abilities. Just let me know when there's someone I can psychically torment.
You
You
can
read
psychically
the-
torment the shadows right now if you want to.
I think it would be a good idea. At least Fox. Let's compromise, and I'll only psychically torment Fox Amberflaw.
Oh, wow.
Morgan,
I'm not approving of it.
but you're not approving of it.
No, I'm explicitly not approving it.
Fine. I guess I'll just play laser tag.
I'm so sorry.
I better be able to psychically torment somebody soon.
You're psychically tormenting me right now. Let's go.
Alrighty.
Wow, get burned, Mindy.
So, laser tag. There is the entirety of the park, as it's now like getting into kind of that magic hour. The sun's getting low. There's a cool kind of autumn breeze now. All of like the food stands like shutter, and kind of the rides close up because the entirety of the park is now a laser tag battleground. So here's how this is going to work. If you want to win this thing, we're going to need 3 full successes.
Ooh.
Yeah. You can roll either tough or cool. And because you are helped by Horns and Marcus, whose skills in this way are a tremendous boon, you all get to add +1 to this roll as well. 3 full successes. That's what it'll take.
What does a partial success get us, Game Master?
A partial success. You'll be okay. You'll be able to at least narrate what happens. But you need 3 full successes. Like this would be a near miraculous comeback because of everything. So 3 full successes is what you need.
Fair. That's fair.
Yep.
Generous, I would even say.
All right, everybody. Roll and tell me what you get.
But
And what are we adding?
2d6 plus tough or 2d6 plus cool +1 on top.
Perfect.
Zlobs.
12.
Darby.
16.
Oh my god.
Morgan.
That is a 9.
Mindy. Wow. All right.
Can I narrate
Wow.
something when it's a good time?
Absolutely. So we'll go in rising order in terms of narration. So Morgan, you're going to start. Mindy, you go second. Zlobs, you go third. Darby, you bring us home.
All right. We find strategic hiding, and we're able to pop off a lot of people. I decide I'm going to take front and be primary assault. At that moment, that's when I see Valentine and freeze up.
Mm-hmm.
Shot right in the chest.
Yep.
Oh.
Mindy.
I see an enemy running towards me with their laser gun outstretched. It's one of the badgers. Instead of running away, there's no time. I know I'm not the fastest out here. I run towards them. They launch themselves into the air to get around a fence post, and I pull out a classic Mather slide. I slide down underneath them, get them with my laser gun while they're in their air, and then when they land on the other side, they kick up some dirt into my face. I wipe the dirt off my forehead, and I say, I'm getting too old for this shit. And then I keep running.
Zlobs.
I having mapped out the park and knowing all the choke points, all the tactical places, all the schlubs who think they're tactical geniuses, but they're just tactical tryhards. I sit at like in front of a shuttered lemonade stand, sipping a drink with like my arm propped up, my laser gun pointed at around the corner, and I know that people are always gonna use that corner to like make a break for it. I'm just like zap, zap, zap. Eventually someone gets me like from behind. I'm like, whatever. My kill death ratio is very high, and I'm riding that to the end.
Yep. Darby.
My original plan was to get into some trees, maybe on top of some signs, roller coasters, and then sneakily fly one place to the other and try to take people out while I was doing it. But then I started to feel really confident. And once I see Morgan, who had been, putting herself out there offensively, is out, I realized that I just need to do that. And then
I thought you meant with Rifle Valentine.
And so I go to the highest point that I can find in the park, which is the coaster that just drops straight down. And I just put my arms and my wings out and say, "Come and get me." And then I just fly openly down through the park, and people think that I'm an easy mark because I'm just flying around, but really I'm dodging every single one of their lasers and then just getting them from behind, from front, anywhere through their legs, just like a ballet in the air, and no one can get me.
Yep. Perfect. Horns has assumed the form of the many-eyed goat, and he is sitting on top somehow of the Coriolis roller coaster, speaking in the infernal tongue, which Darby, you understand, essentially giving you real life intel. So essentially the many-eyed goat from hell is telling you where exactly to go on your like strafing runs. Meanwhile, Marcus is sprinting through buildings, just like phasing through walls, like popping out, like gun sliding and like taking people out. Getting similar infernal messages from Horns, who is essentially command and control at this point. Fox Amberflaw is currently tucked in an alcove, picks off a couple of John Smiths. When all of a sudden, just like Marcus's face emerges from the wall, and then just like the gun emerges, Fox is out. And Marcus is there, like relaying it back to Horns and Darby, when all of a sudden Marcus gets hit by someone that he or all of you do not recognize.
No.
Got him. Just one left. And then they start sprinting out.
Who was that?
Whoever that person is kind of runs off.
John doesn't even know.
Darby, you're kind of arcing the many-eyed goat says to you, 3 left, all one team. Everyone else is down. And you get this like hazy infernal vision through fire of where they are. I could give you an attack vector. And he's continuing to talk, but the words start kind of ripping apart into ribbons. And he is lifted off the top of the Coriolis and kind of tossed through the air. You're like, who could even see that? And you kind of math it out in your head. And you're like, well, whoever did that is probably in the food court right now.
Mm-hmm.
And so you bank down. There's this person that's kind of running back, who kind of fires off a couple of shots at you as they are running towards what looks like a shimmering silver orb about 10 feet across in the middle of the food court. Darby, you nail her in the back before she gets there. Coming like the silver kind of orb, like this crackling silver orb type thing, like little holes open up in it from time to time and lasers fly out, which Darby, you're kind of banking and maneuvering around. You know that you can't get a shot off because you can't see them. The eyes in the sky, the many-eyed goat is off the table. Everyone that's been eliminated is like sitting in kind of amphitheater seating around this like stunt area where they do shows, but they can see all of this on a big screen. And so all of you, Zlobs, Morgan, Mindy, you're all watching Darby kind of fly and like plinking laser shots against this orb. Until eventually Darby's like, to heck with it, and goes into a dive, pulls in her wings, and kind of slices through the orb like someone diving off the top rope.
Yes.
And then you just hear bzz, bzz. Hello, everybody. It's the very last announcement from us here at Canobie Crater Park. We hope you've enjoyed Autumn Blast. With a remarkable comeback, securing first place and the prize, the dynamic Dastardly Dynamos.
What?
Darby, you did it.
You are standing there in the food court. Instinctually, the brass wings reemerge. Your kind of armored helmet reappears on your head. And Mary and Martha look at each other, look at you, Darby, turn, and walk away.
I follow after them. Just walking now.
There's a great tumult and cheering. There is hugging. Some functionaries from Canobie Crater Park deliver to Zlobs, Morgan, and Mindy a really big, padded, hermetically sealed space box. And their pictures are taken, and the autographs are signed.
Zlobs hoists the space junk box up over his head like a trophy. I have tears in my eyes as I'm hugging Morgan.
Morgan, you're cheering. You instinctually look and see where Rifle is, and Rifle kind of looks at you and kind of does one of these before walking to the parking lot. Darby, you're following Mary and Martha. Mary and Martha are like kind of whispering something back and forth. And and they kind of instinctually kick off a couple of like anti-scrying fields, essentially making themselves invisible. But that doesn't much matter to you right now. You're like riding this high, feeling a lot of angelic power, and so you follow them. They are parked not in a parking lot with everybody else. The two of them kind of levitate over a fence and walk into the woods near the crater where they park their kind of like big, old, cool-looking truck. Fox Amberflaw is waiting for them, and the three of them debrief. They are joined by that fourth person. Mary and Martha kind of wave their hands, and the glamour that was on this person goes away, and what you see shocks you. We'll end it right there.
What? Wait. We end on what you see shocks you?
Mary and Martha are driving up front. Fox and this mystery person are in the back.
It's the catcher, the shadow catcher. That was never named.
Fox turns and says, "So, how's it feel being around people?"
What?
Good. I've missed it. Yeah, but had a reason to be gone for as long as you did, right? Think this changes anything? The fun you had today? I don't know. Gives me something to think about, though. Maybe I have been gone too long. Fox looks at Vespa Blatmasters. Yeah, maybe the world needs you again, huh?
Canobie Crater Park. Nighttime. Food court. One lone light shines on a table of two people. I saw what you did out there under that pressure, making that very important shot for our team. You held yourself. Held yourself good.
Well,
You should be proud of yourself, kid.
I learned from the best.
Well,
Another round?
yes, but I also want to give you these.
No. Sir,
You've earned it.
your sunglasses?
Well, one of many pairs, but you earned these.
Thanks. Am I allowed to wear them?
It's nighttime. It's the coolest time to wear them.